What's up, guys? This is Metal Video Game Nerd here, and I think I want to start doing videos in this spot to show off the collection of random toys, games, comic books, stuff like that. But, sorry. This video is a review on The Division. And, one of my friends, I'm not going to say his YouTube, but, because I'm pretty sure he don't want me to, he gave this game a bad review because he was expecting more out of it, supposedly. But I think since it's a multiplayer game, and it's always a multiplayer game, you can't really expect a lot out of it. Okay, so let's get into my review. Okay, The Division. It's a multiplayer game, and it's kind of dull after you get to level 30, but that's where the fun begins for me, is once I got past level 29, the game just begun, basically. So, the game is a third-person RPG shooter, basically. That's all it is. I know some people call it an MMO. There's MMO aspects, but it's not an MMO. Just get that straight. And the game is just fun in general. I mean, yes, you have to work for your stuff, and that work is not easy unless you're a god at the game like me and just get it in the dark zone, which is very hard to do. Keep that in mind. But in this last update, the last big update, they added a new mission, which was a raid, basically. And they added new gear sets and a new gear score. So, let's say you're level 30. You go into the dark zone. Level 30 don't matter anymore. It's that gear score. I just got a notification. But the gear score. My gear score right now, I can either change it to 180, 181, or I can put just 2 gear pieces on, and it'll jump up to 191. And to play with your friend, you have to be in the same bracket of gear score, which means if you don't have high armor gear, you can't play with your friends, which that is the right thing to do, because me and my friend were both at the same level, and our gear score starts at 161 plus. So we go there. We kill just about any rogue that we find, because we're all grouped together in the same exact category, which is a really good thing, because at one time we would go into the dark zone. None of us had gold armor, which was the high-end armor. We always had the purple. And we would die instantly. But now, since we either got high-end or the new teal armor, which is the gear sets that they added, we can easily kill anybody in the dark zone, even bosses. These new gear sets are the best thing that's happened to the game thus far. Hope I used that word correct. Anyways, a little bit about the gear sets. Okay, let's say the Path of a Nomad, which is a really good gear set to go after if you don't have it already. At one point, you could buy 2 pieces of it in DZ6, which is Dark Zone 6, if you don't have the game, for about 25,000 Dark Zone credits, which you get just like that. So I had about 80, so I bought both of them. Okay? They also had a blueprint for something else in there. It was Path of a Nomad, which it was about 100 and some Dark Zone credits, which you can build and possibly make something better than what they give you or what you get dropped from a boss. Now, for me, my friends hate me in this game because I got two. The first night the patch launched, I got a gear set out of the Dark Zone, and about 2 weeks later, or however, about a few days later, I got another piece out of the Dark Zone, and they hate me for it. But the reason why they hate me for it is because these gear sets, it stacks, basically. Like, if you have 2 pieces of the Nomad, I think it's like 100% scavenging. And you have 3 pieces, 20% health on kills. 4 pieces, every 10 minutes you regen all your health when you go down. So basically, every 10 minutes, you can get full health back again. And for one of them, I think it's what? Something tactician. My skill power goes up. For having 2 pieces of it, my skill power goes up. No, for having... no, just 2. It goes up 4,000. And if I have 3, that's like a 20% chance of... it's a 20% more damage to elites. Now, if I have 4... Sorry, I'm on my knees. It hurts. I'm too tall to show off this. So that's why I'm on my knees. But, if you have 4, every 60,000 damage your team does, it bumps your skill power up by 1% to 100%. Every second your team doesn't deal damage, you lose 1%. And then it stops at, like, my skill power is like 34,000. So it'll stop at 34,000. And then, like, if we do 60,000 damage, it'll just keep going up. And just keep going up. And the game, to get all this new gear, yes, you do have to grind. And yes, you do have to work for it. But it really pays off, and it's a really good game. If you're planning on getting this game, get it. Because if you have a friend that's level 30, you can boost your way up to level 23, and then you can work your way up to level 30. That's what I did. Now, my friend, it took him 3 days to get to level 30, but he stayed up day and night just playing that game, nothing else. If you're dedicated like him, you can get to level 30 in 3 days. What else is there? Oh, and this basically shows, in this game, it basically shows what group members can help you and what group members are holding you behind. This game does very well with that. Like, this new incursion mission, it's a level 30 tank that you have to kill, and it's got like 10 bars of armor. Me and 3 friends, we did it to level wave 14, which is there's 15 waves. I don't know what happened. We got real stupid at the end, and we all died. Now with other people, it's me, my friends. Yeah, just me and my friends. That's all I play with. I don't play with randoms. I can't play with randoms on that game. But I basically play with me and one of my other friends. Basically play with 2 groups. Me, I'm just going to say the gamer tags: Beast, Red Death Reviews, Just Play, Cerebral Assassin. We basically all play together, but you can only have 4. So basically we split up in 2 groups. Now when I'm playing with Beast, Tyler, Just Play, and Cerebral Assassin, we can easily get through those waves like that. But then when I'm playing with Red Death's Reviews, he's the YouTuber I was talking about, he gets impatient. He can't stay in one spot for too long. He gets real mad at me, just me, for some odd reason. Like one time we were playing the incursion. Okay, it shoots missiles at you if you didn't know. I know some of you probably don't know, but it'll shoot missiles at you. It'll shoot them like that. It'll shoot them like that. So, then we have to duck out, because you have to stay in one spot for 3 rounds. Just 3. And you have to stay in that one spot for 3 rounds, so it'll just keep firing missiles at you. I run and like do the little barrel roll out of the way. He claims I stood in front of him the whole time, which easily he could have just ran around me. It's like I've always done to him. He stands in my way, I run around. I don't even mention it. But then when I do it, he's the first one to mention it. I know this wasn't much of a review, but I'm telling you stories, and I'm basically reviewing this game. So, sorry if it's all over the place, but I'm just telling you my opinion of the game versus someone else's opinion of the game. He gave it a bad review, I gave it a good review. He expected more out of a multiplayer game, I expected less. He can't grind like I can. He doesn't want to work for his gear sets. I basically have, all I'm missing is like 2 or 3 pieces out of every gear set. Just 2 or 3. My knees are hurting. I'm sorry. But the game is great. I give it probably from a scale from 1 to 10, I give it about an 8.5 just because there is a bunch of glitches, and if you do those glitches, you can possibly be banned temporarily or get your character completely wiped. You have to start all over again. And yes, I did some of those glitches. Yes, I got a few gear pieces out of those glitches, but I've only got about, let's say, maybe 4, and that was 4 out of each gear set. So I got 1, 1, 1, and 1. So I didn't complete a gear set by glitching. I did get 4 pieces from glitching. I'm not saying do the glitches, because some of them are really difficult to do. I'm just saying you're going to have to work your ass off playing this game. You cannot just sit there and play it for like 10 minutes and think you have everything. You cannot do that. You have to work your ass off. This game is a really fun game, and I hate that people don't have enough money to pay for it, or are skeptical about buying it because they've heard bad reviews about it. But this is a good one, and I'm telling you to buy this game. This is the best game thus far of 2016. Peace out, guys.